USA, USA, USA. Hello again, welcome back to From the Boards. Thanks for everyone who's read and watched and commented so far. You guys have been great. So this last blog was all about the 2002 Olympics, and I thought I would show you a few things, memorabilia, souvenirs, that kind of thing from the games, and give you a little taste of why it was so cool. And I hope you think it was cool as well. So, like 2 weeks before the games started, the Olympic torch relay came through my hometown, which is about 45 minutes up the mountain from Salt Lake City. And so of course we went, and there were people just lining both sides of the street as the trucks and the sponsors and everybody came down, and we're all waiting for the torch, the person who was bearing the torch. It was a very cool moment, but they gave out all kinds of cool little things. This was the Coca-Cola flag for the event, just a little pennant thing. It says, "I saw the flame." And then on the other side it says, "Where I saw the flame," which is my hometown. So we all had these and we were waving them. Mine's a little curled because it was in a box. But we had these cool little flags. Chevy was another sponsor, and so they had their own flags. Ta-da! And so we would wave those ones as well. I don't know if you can see there. There, proud sponsor, USA. So there's that. Oh, and they also gave out these great little pom-poms that, red, white, and blue, and everybody was shaking them around cheering, USA, USA. It was very cool. It was a very patriotic moment in my life. Oh, and then the Coke truck was also giving out these like specialty bottles of Coke. I don't know if you can see it on there. Well, obviously it's got the Olympic logo, and it says proud sponsor of the Salt Lake 2002 Olympic Torch Relay. So obviously didn't drink it. It's special to me. So we've just kept it around, and I keep meaning to get like a shadow box or something to put all this stuff in. Right now it's just in a box, but I brought it up especially for you to show you a little bit about that event. These hats were like the hottest commodity of the entire event. This is the official Roots hat of the games, and it's what like the US Olympic team was wearing into the opening ceremonies and all that jazz. And there was a Roots store on Main Street, which I talk about a little bit in the blog, and literally you would be in line for like 3, 4, 5 hours if you wanted to buy one of these hats. I ended up getting mine a couple of years later, and I got it way cheaper than they were selling them for, because I didn't wait in line and I didn't want to spend the ridiculous amount of money on them that they were selling for. But I have one now, and I'm pretty proud of it. So this is the hat. Oh, these are the 2 of the mascots. There was another one. I don't really remember what it was, but this guy's got skates on and a hockey stick. This one's got his little goggles there, and he's all ready to go skiing. So these guys are pretty cool, and they were everywhere. They were on everything, including some pins, which I'll show you in just a second. So of course the Olympics are all about the events and about the competitions, but ticket prices were a little out of reach for most of the locals in my town, but we were playing host to a lot of the all of the bobsled and luge events, and we ended up getting free tickets to the women's luge competition. And here are those tickets. I'll show you. My family went, and let's see. There, you can see it. Women's luge, yay! And it was really cool. The Olympic Training Center for bobsled, luge, skeleton, even all the ski jumping stuff is in Park City, where I'm from. So we got to see kind of like their summer training all the time, but nothing like the real event. So these tickets are pretty cool, pretty good memories of that event. One of the hottest places to be was on Main Street at the Coca-Cola tent. And they called it a tent, it was more like a building, but that's beside the point. There was always something going on there. There were all kinds of activities. You could go in and play Olympic themed games, and of course watch events and hear live results from all of the events going on. But one of the biggest things to do there and throughout the event was pin trading. And they had just tables and tables and tables of pins. And people who have been to Olympic Games for like 20 years would come and trade pins with people for like really rare pins from old Olympic Games, and then, you know, get new pins from the current games. So we ended up with quite an assortment of pins that might be worth something now, but probably will be later, even more so. So I'll show you a few of the pins that we ended up with. This one is kind of just the official logo symbol thing. Kind of hard to see, but there was that one. That logo was on everything. This one was a Coca-Cola pin. It's actually kind of cool. I like this one. You can kind of see it there with the little logo in the corner. What else do we have here? I was in Girl Scouts for a really long time growing up, and somehow I ended up with a Girl Scouts Olympic pin. Yeah. Girl Scouts Utah. There it is. So there's that one. Kodak was a big sponsor as well, and you could just walk around Main Street and be handed these pins. And they all have a different Olympic athlete on it, and a picture of them. This one is actually one of my favorites that I ironically stumbled upon. But it's my namesake, Tara Lipinski, from 1998, and I was always trying to collect all the figure skating ones. There's another one on this side here. They're kind of hard to see in this light, but you get the idea. So they had those pins as well. Oh, and then there was this one that's kind of cool. O.C. Tanner was the official supplier, creator, whatever, of all the medals for the event. So they were the people for this pin. And there was this clock tower in Park City that looks like that. So they made a pin to match. Oh, one more thing. We got these calendars. Pretty cool Olympic themed calendars. It's a souvenir calendar even. And it's for the whole year of 2002. And they have, you know, pictures of different athletes, different events all through the year. It also had like this really cool map of all the different event locations where things were taking place. And then on the back, it has a schedule of the whole 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks really, of the event. It would tell you when things were happening and where they were happening and what time they were happening and all of that good stuff. So that was kind of cool, easy way to keep track of it. And it also has a medal count section where you could keep track of the U.S. medal count and put little stickers on when they would win something. So that was cool. That was snowboarding, and the U.S. won a lot of medals in snowboarding then. So that was cool to keep track throughout the whole event. And then you get to enjoy Olympic moments throughout the year. Hey, look! Scott Hamilton, and Paul Wiley, and Michael Weiss. I don't know him, but he's a curler, and that sport's actually kind of cool. You should look at it sometime. But so that's our little calendar. Oh, there's another skating one. Some pairs teams. Kitty and Peter Carruthers. He's an announcer now. Jill Watson and Peter Oppergaard. He's a choreographer and coach, and he's married to Michelle Kwan's sister, Karen. A little bit of trivia for you there. So there's a quick glimpse of some of the things that I was able to collect throughout the event. Loving this hat right now, but I hope you check out the blog to see a little bit more in detail about why I'm talking so much about the 2002 Winter Olympics, and check back next time for even more.